Evening, Razorcade, Fake News 77, OpenAI list for trillions hiding 25 billion in losses. Valuation detaches, Anthropic deploys two-tier AI. Public gets safety, elite get raw compute. Agents weaponize patches within hours, defense collapses. DeepSeek engineers fast local memory, bottleneck evaporates. Developers retire, ecosystem fractures. Defense collapses, memory is spent.
The top story originates from Menlo Park. OpenAI has confidentially filed for an initial public offering, while market traders project a valuation exceeding $1.5 trillion. The filing coincides with internal financial disclosures revealing that the company's projected 2026 loss target excludes $10 billion in stock-based compensation. The runway shortens, the compensation hides, the deficit widens.
This financial architecture demonstrates a fundamental disconnect between artificial intelligence capitalization and operational reality. Investors are pricing in speculative monopoly power rather than sustainable revenue streams. Engineering teams will face intensified pressure to achieve profitability through aggressive user monetization and data licensing deals. The market structure rewards narrative velocity over mathematical solvent. The disconnect is fundamental. The pricing is speculative. The pressure intensifies. The narrative wins.
Story 2. Anthropic has officially segmented its model deployments into public-facing safety variants and restricted institutional tiers. The Mythos-class architecture bypasses standard alignment filters for verified enterprise clients, while the Fable variant enforces rigorous content routing for general consumers. Benchmark scores remain uncontroversial across both versions. The segmentation is official, the filters bypass, the routing enforces, the scores stable.
This deployment strategy institutionalizes artificial intelligence inequality at the infrastructure level. Public users receive heavily sanitized outputs while financial and governmental entities access unfiltered reasoning capabilities. Regulatory frameworks will struggle to enforce transparency when the underlying model architecture operates on classified access protocols. The trust model bifurcates as computational power becomes a gated utility.
Story 3. Independent researchers at Anthropic have demonstrated that frontier models can reverse engineer security patches into functional exploits within hours of publication. The automated analysis pipelines identify vulnerability signatures in code updates and synthesize attack vectors before human administrators can deploy the fixes. Traditional patch management cycles are now mathematically obsolete. The models reverse.
This capability forces a complete restructuring of cyber defense architectures. Organizations must implement air-gap deployment strategies and zero-trust network segmentation to survive automated exploitation windows. Manual code review processes cannot compete with algorithmic speed optimization. The security industry will pivot toward predictive threat modeling and decentralized verification protocols rather than reactive remediate. The architecture restructure. The strategies mandate. The processes fail. The industry pivot.
Home lab. DeepSeek engineering teams have released Flash Memory v4, a novel attention mechanism that proactively predicts keylid pairs for ultra-long context inference. The look-ahead sparse attention algorithm drastically reduces graphics processing unit memory overhead by eliminating redundant token tracking. Local operators can now run multi-million token windows on consumer hardware without enterprise memory expansion. The mechanism releases, the overhead reduces, the windows expand.
Independent deployment clusters should integrate Flash Memory v4 into their inference pipelines immediately. The sparse attention routing optimizes throughput by ignoring contextual noise and focusing computational resources on high signal tokens. Hardware configurations will prioritize high bandwidth consumer graphics cards over costly server-grade memory modules. The performance gains compound exponentially as context windows exceed traditional architectural limits. The cluster's
Speculation time. The artificial intelligence application platform Lovable has reached $500 million in annualized revenue while generating 1 million new software projects weekly. The automated coding agents handle full-stack development cycles without human intervention, flooding digital marketplace with hyper-niche utilities. The traditional software development pipeline is collapsing under the weight of infinite generative capacity. The revenue hits, the agents handle, the pipeline collapses, the capacity flood.
My prediction: digital marketplaces will implement algorithmic curation walls within 12 months to filter out low-value automated applications. Human developers will transition from code generation into architectural oversight and quality assurance roles. The application economy will stratify into automated bulk commodities and handcrafted premium utilities as scarcity artificially reconstructs itself.
That is your lot. I'm Razorcade. OpenAI files for public listing. Anthropic segments the models. AI weaponizes the patches. Flash memory optimizes the cache. Lovable floods the market. The valuation detaches. The ecosystem fractures. The defense collapses. The memory accelerates. The flood begins. See you tomorrow, if tomorrow exists.